morning show. I had an amazing time at the radio station to do share my story, share my event, my nonprofit, my Life Changers for
Mm-hmm.
Life event for Swim Week, which I'll be doing again in 2020. We'll be doing it again in July, and I invited a few of the people to come to my women's empowerment seminar, and she called in the station. I told them for sure, give them my information. I didn't mind. We ended up connecting, but we never really talked about what you'd gone through.
Yeah.
So what was really impressive about Christina is that if you go to Christine's Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, she is bold. I mean, bold. You guys have to go see the pictures. I'm sorry that I'm not able to do more and more technology today, but again, eventually I will. But for now, she's just blessed me by coming here today. She literally runs like marathons and what other like mud things, right? You do everything,
Yeah,
right?
and obstacle course races, OCRs.
Obstacle course races, right? And she does it without a shirt. Now you're asking me, she's a woman. Yes, you can see she's wearing a dress. She is a woman. What Christina's doing is something that I say is very inspirational, very bold, but of course it grabs your attention because people are going to look at you. And tell me what your diagnosis was.
Okay, so I was diagnosed with stage 3C breast cancer.
Okay. One breast or both?
It was one. I had two tumors in one breast, and it spread. It spread to my clavicle and my axillary.
So she had a stage 3C breast cancer, and it spread through her clavicle, and she had two tumors in one breast,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what was it after the diagnosis? What was your reaction?
I was shocked because I really didn't know much about breast cancer. I thought it was a disease that older women got, but unfortunately, I was diagnosed with it, and I learned that younger women get it as well.
How old were you?
31.
31. So I was 29 the first time. I was 31 the second time, which is where I had to battle for my life. So 31, 31. See a little connection there? Okay. So at that time, were you already an athlete? Were you already doing stuff like that?
I have done them in the past. I wasn't as active as I am now, but it was pretty much, I guess, in a sense, marathons for me is part of my healing process.
Okay. So were you married before that?
Yes,
Okay.
we were married for a year and a few months, and then I got diagnosed.
And how did he react?
He was shocked too. He was shocked, but he stuck by my side.
No, I love the pictures of you too because that's pure
Mm-hmm.
love. When you say through sickness and in health, that's pure love. Like you watch him, the way he does things with her, he's active with her. Everything that they do together is really amazing. But the fact that she's doing it, and the reason she does it without a shirt, she doesn't have any breasts. So she's just showing her scars. And she's letting people know. And that's why I reached out to her as I told her, listen, you're showing your scars. People are going to be, want to know more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you have to continue to use your platform. So you're 31 years old. What was how did they treat it, or what was their way of treating it?
Okay, so the way of treating it, I was almost a stage 4. I actually had to do a bronchoscopy because I have a lymph node in my lung. So they wanted to make sure there wasn't cancerous because if it was, it would be stage 4. Thank God it wasn't. So then I continued on with treatment. I did my chemotherapy. Then I had my double mastectomy and I went through radiation. And then I also had my hysterectomy.
Oh, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point at any point did you doubt your existence, or were you asking why, or were you looking for what was going to happen with your life, or what was going to be the future of Christine?
I pretty much took it one day at a time. My faith was tested very much. Of course, I used to cry all the time and question God, why me? But I was able to get through it. I mean, nobody knows why we go through the things that we go through.
Right.
I don't believe our mind is that powerful to understand why.
Mm-mm. No.
So I just had to keep leaning on my faith and just, stay positive. and believe that everything was going to be okay, because keep in mind I have 3 children looking up to me.
You have 3 children. Okay, I forgot about that. She has 3 children. What are the ages?
Okay, so one is 9, one is 8, and one is 2.
9, 8, and 2. She's a mom. New husband.
Mm-hmm.
Diagnosed with stage 3C cancer, almost stage 4. Double mastectomy. Hysterectomy. So, and the reason I'm saying that is, and I feel like asking this question, what are you worried about? In other words, what is your life so complicated? And that's the reason I share my story, and that's the reason I wanted to share these women's stories today, is because realistically, we worry about so much in life that we have no control over, and we waste time. The one thing we can't buy, we waste it. And one of the main reasons that when I woke up this morning and I thought about doing this today, today is World Cancer Day. Okay, I understand there's a meaning for it. It's February 4th. Today is also the day that my father would have been 87 years old and he passed away. So there's a lot about today that it doesn't really, resonate. But then what does resonate is when I'm able to hear women or men that come to me and tell me, I went through cancer, I'm battling cancer, and yet they're still looking for a reason to continue living, and they're looking to be able to do more things. Mm-hmm. You have literally taken your life to another level by doing these races, by doing these obstacle courses. How many people do you inspire when you do these things?
Well, I've been told by many that I'm very inspirational. I mean, this was just out of nowhere. I was like, I need to get back into obstacle course racing. First of all, you're physically active, you're running, you're doing all these things. But I did it 2 weeks after I had my double mastectomy. So I still had the tape.
Wow, okay.
And that was the first time I was like, you know what, I'm going to show my scars. And I just, at the finish line, when I was done with the race, I took my shirt off, and that was my first picture. And then after that, I started doing it, like for the Spartan race and other races.
So I'm not telling everybody to go race, but I want you to listen to the message. Having a double mastectomy and going into a race, and basically no fear, right? Mm-hmm. And what did you expect? What was your expectations of doing these races?
Well, my expectations from the race was just pretty much, like I said, just to be active, to see if I could do what I used to do.
So it's just to basically confirm that nothing's wrong with you.
Yes.
Right? So, while I was going through chemo, I went back to working out at the gym after my 3rd round. A year after my cancer picture that's famous now, that I was 124 pounds, August 25th of 2006. In August 25th, 2007, I did a photo shoot, and I was at the gym, and I did a video that no one has seen that I'm going to share at some point, maybe in my documentary, and I show the video of doing 8 plates of 45 on each side and doing what's called a reverse squat. And that's what I used to do before cancer. Mm-hmm. So I practiced enough for that summer to be able to get back on that machine. And then I kicked everybody out of the gym, Christine. So basically this is me. So if I fell, I would be done. Now I had the cell phone, so hopefully nothing happened. I took the video camera and I left it running. And I did 1 set from one angle. I picked up the camera, moved it to a different angle, did another set, picked it up, did another angle, picked it up again, did another angle. It took about between 5 to 10 minutes, the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I did 4 sets, all in one recording, so people could see there is no editing, there is nothing. It was literally me doing 10 repetitions of 16 plates. Wow. 720 pounds, I believe. I think that's what it is. Wow. And it was to confirm that I could still do what I did before cancer.
Yes.
So that, when you say that to me, I get it. I get it. What did you think about when you were listening to me on the radio?
That I'm not alone, because sometimes during this experience, a lot of times you are alone. When you're getting your chemo infusions, when you're doing scans, you're alone, and sometimes you feel like there's nobody that can relate to you. And then when I heard your story, I was like, wow, like, you know what it's like, you've been through it.
Did you share with your husband?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
He was, he was very supportive, and he was like, wow, that you're inspirational as well.
Well, and that's the thing. We all have a story, and like I say, we're chosen to do something in life. We're all chosen for something. We all have unique talents and gifts and things about ourselves that make us different than everybody else. But what I felt when I was going through chemo and when I went through my prayer and confirmation after confirmation, it was that I had to go through this for God to use me in the way that He chose me for. In other words, for me to dream big and for me to live these amazing dreams and goals, and I had to go through that. And then through that, the revelation was that cancer will reveal my purpose. So when I watch your chest and I see the radiation scars and I see everything on that, I'm going to try to put that picture on Facebook. We'll put it underneath this video. When I watch that, it shows me you basically know that you were chosen for something. And I feel like I'm going to be in your life to push you to be able to tell your story. And that's why it was so important for me to do this today. And again, I'm not able to get everybody else on a Facebook Live that are not here, but I'm so happy that you were able. Now, here's the thing. I've invited Christine to 2-3 seminars. She hasn't been able to make it. One of them you were getting treatment.
One of them treatment, another one my hysterectomy.
Hysterectomy.
So it's kind of like surgeries, and then even tomorrow I have a procedure as well.
So tomorrow she has a procedure, but today you're here, and I get to hear her story. She still had a procedure. I'm gonna make it. Then she had another treatment. I'm gonna make it, and she couldn't make it. And I told her, don't worry, you have a seat anytime you want. You have a VIP seat at my seminar. My conference is coming up in March 14th. So you have a seat there, and I can't wait for you to sit front row and listen to what God is doing through me for women empowerment. But that's what you're doing. You're doing more than women empowerment, though, because you're showing men a lot, by your actions, by what you're doing, what you're putting yourself through, So this is not over for you, right? You're still in the middle of stuff. So what are you going to be cleared at some point? What is it?
Well, as far as now, I mean, there's no more scans at the moment. I completed treatment. I am on a chemo pill for
ever?
Pretty much. I mean, they say 5 years, and then once you reach 5 years, then another 5 years. So we'll see about that. And now I'm in the process of getting my port removed.
Okay, you still have a port?
Yeah.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm doing a colonoscopy and an endoscopy because I do suffer from anemia as well.
Are you going to which hospital, if you don't mind me asking?
Sylvester.
Sylvester Cancer? That's my hospital. Dr. Benedetto, I love you. You're my angel. But here's the thing. Look at her smile. You tell me you're going to go do this tomorrow and you're smiling like this. And people always ask me, why were you always smiling in all your pictures? And I say, what was my option?
Yeah.
What is my option if I don't smile? Right? Because here's the thing. It's not that we don't feel depression. It's not that we don't get sad. It's not that we don't feel weak. It's not that we don't go through all these doubts, right? Am I correct? Am I the only one
That's
here?
True. No.
No, we're all here, right?
We do go through it.
Okay.
It's very easy to smile for a picture.
Right? So when you smile, it's basically telling everything else, like, what is my other option? And I'm saying that because when people gave me 3 days to live and I said I'm going to live, what option do I have? If I take option A is that I'm dead. If I take option B, hey, let's see what God has planned. Let's see what is the option B. What is the other option that could be? I am a case study, but I'm a statistic, but I'm the survivor. I'm that 1% or less than 1%. And in your case, I don't know your statistics, but it sounds to me like you've gone through enough for you to be a case study or because they don't know really how everything came out, right?
No, I mean, the statistic-wise, it would be like 5 years.
Okay.
Or, for example, some women who are battling metastatic, they have that 5-year survival rate. But a lot of them now with the medicine that we have and the technology that we have, they're living longer. But still, you never know. You could be within the 5 years, or you could live longer.
How are your kids reacting? They're probably the best kids, huh?
They're amazing.
I've never seen a kid that has a parent that gone through cancer be a bad kid. I don't know why, but something changes in that household where they become grown. Like literally, they'll do anything for you. And I'm not saying for you to get sick. I'm just saying that it's weird. Every parent that I know that has children, their children become angels. Yes. It's something about you experiencing. When I talk about this in my seminars, you probably heard some of my speeches. I talk about being a product in your environment. When your environment is watching your mom, your hero, everybody go through something like that, you don't worry about your stuff, do you? Is there anything they wouldn't do for you?
Oh my God, there was nothing they wouldn't do for me. They were always catering to me. Mommy, are you okay? Mommy, do you need this? My older one, she would make tea for me all the time.
So you have a 2-year-old.
Hmm.
So when was she born?
He was born
He.
March 23rd,
Okay.
2017. So the following year, I got diagnosed.
So you got diagnosed after 3 children. Okay.
Mhm.
What advice would you give people right now?
I would say take it one day at a time. You know, when I was diagnosed, I was just like, I'm gonna die. But the reality is, we all die. One day, we're all gonna die. We
We're
just
all
don't know
dying, by
when.
the way. Each day we live, we're dying.
We don't know. But I was just so focused on, oh my God, I'm gonna die, and I was getting into the cycle of like, what am I gonna do? Worrying about my children, that I forgot to live. And I think that's what we need to really focus on. Every day that you're here, make it count. Don't forget to live. Don't focus on what's going to happen. Just focus on now. If you have a family, focus on your family, spend time with them. Make each day count. That's what I would say.
Thank you so much for being here. You know, she says she's on a pill, and it reminded me, my father actually had cancer for over 20 years. He died a year and a half ago, and he didn't die of cancer. He was on a pill for half of that. He was an experimental drug. Cancer never killed my father. And 20 years he lived with cancer. And every day he would wake up and be praising God for another day, for his wife, my mom, and me. So I will tell you that, again, some of us have to make sacrifices to live. Some of us worse than others. And the reason I'm saying that is not to make anybody sad or anybody, you know, that's not why I say what I say or why I do what I do. I do it so you can look inside yourself and you can figure out, what is it that you're doing? Are you doing enough? Are you living enough? Are you, like she said, are you living your life? You know, my conference is called Don't Dream Your Life, Live Your Dream. We're not supposed to just dream our life. We're supposed to dream it. We're supposed to live our dreams. And there's a reason why God placed dreams inside of you. And hopefully stories like ours makes you get out of bed and say, hey, let's do something about it. Let's start living again. Let's figure this out. So Christine, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Finally, we meet.
I know.
I'm praying for your treatment tomorrow. I did not know, but every time we talk, she's up to something. And it's just, I know that we're going to have a more in-depth conversation, but for today, I want to share this on World Cancer Day with everyone that's in Facebook or Instagram. And to know that, again, like my message is always is, find hope. This is how you find hope, through stories. Have faith and live every day with a purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Christine, she's a miracle. She's still going through it, and she'll continue to go through it because she does have a purpose, and it's bigger than hers. And more importantly, she has 3 amazing children and a husband that she's going to be there for a long, long time. God bless you guys. Signing off. Aquí estamos en vivo en Latino Live TV. And we are live in the studio. Estoy con una de las productoras ejecutivas aquí del canal, que me ha dado la oportunidad, la bendición con todos allá, hola, de grabar aquí en este estudio hoy. Y la razón mía fue bien honesta, era dar el testimonio el día como hoy, el día de World Cancer Day, el día de que hubiera celebrado el cumpleaños de mi papá, 87 años, hubiera cumplido hoy. Y papi, te extraño, pero sé que me estás haciendo un montón de bendiciones de allá del cielo. Y a mi mamá, ¿cómo está, mami? Yo sé que estás viéndome. Pero quería dar las historias hoy de mujeres que he conocido en este camino, que todavía no sé mucho la historia, pero algunas sí, algunas no, pero que son una inspiración. Y yo siempre he dicho que mi testimonio es para dar, es lo que abre la puerta para yo conocer otras personas y darle el testimonio de ellas o ellos. Entonces, por eso es que estoy haciendo esto hoy. Entonces, habían 5 mujeres que iba a entrevistar hoy, pero con la tecnología hay veces que funciona y hay veces que no. No funcionó, pero gracias a Dios tuve a un guest que vino, que ya estuvo en Facebook Live, y tengo a Rocío, que es la ejecutiva aquí, es productora aquí, y ella me dijo a mí, David, la razón que me gustaría que vinieras es porque yo también tuve cáncer. Entonces, gracias por aceptar mi invitación. ¿Tú has compartido este testimonio con alguien?
Bueno, primero muchísimas gracias porque en un día como hoy, nada, yo pienso que nada en la vida es coincidencia.
Nada.
Creo completamente y firmemente las diosidencias.
Diosidencias.
Un día como hoy, que tú estés aquí, que hayan tocado nuestra puerta personas que han pasado por esta experiencia del cáncer y poder hablar de esto y dar testimonio de esto. Sí lo he hablado, lo hablo únicamente con el propósito de dar testimonio y de animar a muchas otras personas que muy posiblemente están pasando por lo mismo o que tienen miedo de pasarlo, pues poderles decir, mira, a mí también me pasó y hoy estoy aquí.
Amén.
Entonces, sí lo he hablado y la gente lo sabe y lo hago con mucho amor y con mucha honestidad, sin querer ir más allá de un espectáculo o lo que sea. Es algo que realmente ojalá ayude a cualquiera de los que nos ven, ¿no?
A mí me gusta cuando la gente dice espectáculos porque mis amistades me dirían que, a lo David Gandel, no, a lo David Octavio Gandel que tienen que hacer un show. ¿Sabes? Tengo mi team aquí de producción, We Do Luxury, a Gary, que él me ha visto hacer un show muchas veces. Él me ve haciendo escenarios, seminarios, todo tipo, y yo hago un show. Y la razón es porque, mira, yo quiero entretenimiento, es algo que he hecho toda mi vida.
Uh-huh.
Entonces, cuando tú haces algo entretener otras personas, lo que pasa es que es la forma de tú conectar. Es la forma de que la gente te oiga. Es buscar la forma de el engagement, de esa conexión, que hay veces que las personas no quieren. ¿Sabes cuántas veces ustedes han ido a un concierto y hay una persona que está abriendo para el artista, pero a ti no te gusta? Y entonces esa persona a lo mejor tiene una guitarra y está ahí y lo que sea y no pasa nada y la gente se queda así. Ok, ¿cuándo viene el acto? ¿Cuándo viene el acto? Right? Y entonces por eso es que necesitas una persona que te abra, que te traiga la energía.
Claro que sí.
Entonces para mí pues yo quiero dar mi testimonio en tantas diferentes formas de que por lo menos una persona se pueda conectar en una o la otra.
Claro que sí.
Y el televisión, pues claro, lo de audio visual es lo más bonito porque la gente te puede ver, puede conectar, te puede como que estoy aquí, te veo y no, ¿sabes? Puedo conectar. Y ver gente en la televisión, uno piensa que son como familia, cuando no, de verdad, hay gente que parece que son como mis mejores amigos, pero no lo son, pero
claro,
ellos se creen.
Sí, conectas.
Se conexión. Y entonces, pues Latino Live, pues eso es una de las cosas que ellos están haciendo aquí en Miami. Y entonces, pues esto para mí era una buena plataforma para ayudar un mensaje hoy bien bonito, un día como hoy. Entonces, una de las cosas que aprendí de ti, como mi mamá es psicóloga, tú eres psicóloga.
También.
Y entonces, de Colombia.
Sí.
Y entonces tuviste tu familia.
Sí.
¿Cuántos hijos? ¿2?
3.
3 hijos. Oh, también 3 hijos.
Yo también 3 hijos.
Mi otra amiguita Cristina tiene 3 hijos también. Yo no tengo ninguno. Okay? No tengo esposa, no tengo hijos, no tengo nada. Tengo una hijada que es el tesoro de mi vida.
Wow.
Y Kiarita, I love you. Está en Miami Ballet. Ella es una superestrella. Bueno, y ella es como mi bebé. Yo la adoro. ¿Cuándo te dio cáncer a ti?
Ya hace 3 años. Hace 3 años tuve cáncer, un diagnóstico de cáncer de útero. Y bueno, pasé todo el proceso. Pues como un momento difícil, ¿no? Pero uno puede pensar que, yo siempre pensaba, si en algún momento me dan un diagnóstico que no quiero escuchar, ¿cuál va a ser mi reacción? Yo decía, me daba miedo de solo pensarlo. Pero caminé, puedo decirlo, caminé fácilmente a comparación de muchas otras mujeres que tienen un diagnóstico como el mío. Sentí paz, sentí que tenía un propósito, sentí que llegó en un momento de mi vida donde tal vez necesitaba un cambio y tenía que aprender a asumir la vida como viniera y sobrepasarlo. Entonces me enfoqué en eso, nunca miré el camino que tenía que recorrer para llegar a la sanación, sino que solamente me enfoqué en ese punto que estaba al final, que era mi sanación, vivir para mis hijos, vivir para mi familia y vivir para contarlo.
Amén.
Entonces me concentré en eso y cogido de la mano de Dios.
Amén.
De la manita de Dios únicamente, creo que es lo único que lo salva a uno.
Sí, mi escritura es Filipenses 4:13. Y ese es mi verso. Ahí tengo muchos versos, En la Biblia tiene muchos versos muy bonitos. Pero esa es mi escritura porque sin Dios, sin la fuerza de Dios, yo no estoy aquí.
Ujú.
Tantas veces que yo dije, yo no tengo fuerza y Dios me dio la fuerza. ¿A ti te dieron cirugía?
Sí.
¿Tuviste quimioterapia o
No,
radiación?
no, bueno, mi cuestión es, no tuve quimioterapia porque mi tumor no llegó por 1 milímetro, no llegó
Ok,
a calificar para recibir quimioterapia.
ok.
Tenía que tomar radiaciones, 35
Sí.
radiaciones, pero en fe,
Ujú.
y mi lectura es, si estás con Él, ¿quién contra ti?
Amén.
Y siempre lo repetí, si estoy con Él, ¿quién contra mí?
Así mismo es.
Tomé la decisión de no radiarme. En
Wow.
fe, si Dios me había llevado a este momento donde tenía que enfrentar una cirugía, un diagnóstico, ver la vida desde un límite, una operación de 9 horas, ¿por qué voy a dudar? Si Él me llevó hasta ahí, si Él me dio la solución,
Así mismo es.
¿por qué voy a dudar? En fe tomé la decisión de no radiarme, esperar mis 3 años de observación, y hoy día estoy completamente libre de
Amén.
cáncer.
Qué bendición.
Sí.
Y yo no lo sabía, o sea, yo vine con la esperanza de nada más dar unas entrevistas de mujeres que estén pasando. Tengo algunas que sí que en otro día,
Sí.
otra ocasión lo haré. Pero cuando llegué me dijeron que usted había tenido cáncer y que era sobreviviente.
Sí.
Y entonces, ¿cómo le ha cambiado la vida?
Bueno, creo que, bueno, físicamente, enfrentarte a una estereotomía total completamente es difícil porque los cambios físicos y hormonales son completamente bruscos. Tú pasas casi que una menopausia en cuestión de horas, casi que en 24 horas eres una mujer menopáusica, entonces tu cuerpo es muy fuerte, tienes que tener un pensamiento muy positivo para poderlo sobrellevar fácilmente. Pero espiritualmente y anímicamente aprendí a ver la vida de una manera diferente. Aprendí a tomar con calma cada paso, cada momento, vivir cada hora como si fuera la última que vas a vivir.
¿Ves? Que no soy el único?
No,
¿Viste?
no. Empecé a ver la vida diferente, y sobre todo empecé a darme a mí misma el permiso de vivir
Ujú.
y de gozarme todo lo que viviera.
Así mismo es. Ese tipo de conversación tuve con una amiga mía que hoy no voy a poder entrevistar. La tecnología hay veces que no funciona, pero tuve esa conversación con ella, que lo
Ujú.
mejor que yo le dije a ella es que este momento es tu momento para hacer
Ujú.
para pensar en ti, para pensar en ti primero. Tienes que ponerte primero, porque si tú no te pones bien, no puedes ayudar a nadie.
Ujú.
Es como lo que decimos siempre en el avión, ponte la máscara primero para poder ayudar a otras personas. La máscara te la pones tú primero. Tienes que pensar así. Tú tienes que pensar en ti, mejorarte, y después va a haber mucho tiempo para tú poder ayudar al prójimo
Correcto.
y a otras personas.
Ujú.
Bueno, tú no conocías mucho de mi historia, yo sé,
Sí, pero
pero gracias por darme la oportunidad, y a Latino Life, gracias por la oportunidad que me han dado de hacer esto hoy, un día que es especial para mí por mi papá y también por ser World Cancer Day. Y espero traer más noticias a ustedes de Latino Life. Y vamos a tener muchas meetings, a ver qué vamos a hacer juntos, para el prójimo, para ayudar a otras personas, para inspirar. Porque de verdad estos son medios que tenemos que darle el apoyo, porque son medios que pueden ayudar a muchas personas. O sea, yo siempre digo, si tocas una vida, hiciste tu trabajo.
completamente.
Pero si puedes tocar
Mejor.
miles, cientos de miles y millones de personas por una transformación como es Latino Life, que Dios sea el que guíe. Y de verdad, gracias, Rocío,
A ti,
por tu
muchísimas
historia.
gracias. Solo queda decirles que nosotros como canal Latino Life es una ventana al mundo, una ventana que se abre para todos aquellos que tienen una historia. Consideramos que los protagonistas no están aquí dentro de este estudio ni detrás de un casting. Consideramos que los protagonistas de este canal y de la vida están ahí afuera, en la calle. Entonces todos tenemos una historia que contar
Así mismo.
y Latino Life se une a esta causa del cáncer porque sabemos que muchas historias hay por contar.
Así
Y
mismo.
a través de esas historias es que podemos inspirar y cambiar al mundo entero.
Correcto, como yo le digo a la gente, tú busca, ¿cómo buscas la esperanza? ¿Cómo encuentras la esperanza? Encuentras la esperanza oyendo historias como la de Rocío, como la mía, y como de mucha gente, ¿verdad? Y esa es la forma que nosotros que Dios como que nos toca, como que nos abre el corazón, como que nos llama, es un llamado, ¿verdad? Entonces, de aquí, desde Latino Live, aquí en Doral, con Rocío a mi lado, le envío un saludo muy grande a World Cancer Day. Es una celebración, pero como dije yo en el título de hoy, es el día que le decimos al cáncer que no eres una sentencia de muerte. Y eso es mi mensaje. Esto no es una sentencia de muerte. Esto es una sentencia de vivir. Una sentencia de encontrar tus sueños y vivir tu vida como deberías vivirla. Vivirla hasta lo máximo. Vivir todos tus sueños. Y nunca temer a las cosas que vienen en la vida. Porque al final del día son las decisiones que hacemos.
Amén.
Rocío, gracias por
A
tu
ti,
tiempo.
gracias.
Por esta oportunidad.
Bellísimo,
Y
gracias.
signing off de Latino Live TV aquí en Doral, en Miami, Florida. Que Dios me los bendiga y hasta la próxima. De nuevo, find hope, have faith, and live every day with a purpose.
Amén.
And remember, be a miracle in someone's life today. Que Dios me los bendiga. Hasta la
Amén.
próxima.